are a class of yourself. You are a class where you actually pull yourself. Where you pull yourself is the class where you belong to. That's the truth. So if you put yourself in a class of you're not good enough, that's where you belong. If you put yourself in a class of where you are in the low life, that's where you belong. Put yourself in a class of possibility, a class of joy, a class of love, a class of prosperity, a class of I'm not there yet, but I'm going there. That's where you belong. What's the definition of being classy? Living a classy kind of a life. I am in this set of people. They look classy, they dress very classy. So because I'm in their crew, I'm also classy, right? Or I wear this certain brands, and I'm classy because I wear brands. Is that what? I think I recently saw on a tweet. There was a tweet that really went viral. So the person was sharing his experience with his ex-girlfriend, because the ex-girlfriend said was actually demanding a lot of money from him that he at the time he didn't have, and he's actually also a upcoming artist, and the girl didn't believe in his craft. So she was encouraging him to go into fraud. But why he was like, no, I can't go into fraud. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, my craft. She said, no, you need to take care of me. You need to buy me skincare. You need to make my hair. Like, she had a lot of demand. But what actually, in the midst of her demands and everything, what actually took my attention and the most of the tweet was that she said she went out with her friends for a party, and she came back and said she looked like a house help, that she wasn't looking classy enough, and he said, "You, my girlfriend, I can't be your girlfriend anymore because I didn't look classy in the event." And that got me thinking. I'm like, hold on. If I was a guy, I'm not even a guy, I'm a girl. I'm not gonna date you when you put yourself in a class of low life. No way. Because I kept on imagining that, how do I want to be with somebody that thinks he's not good enough? How do I want to be with somebody that thinks he's a has help? How do I want to be with somebody that thinks his present circumstances is what all there is about his life? No way. I can't be with you. I can't be with such mentality. It's not possible. So I actually tweeted, like, how on earth were you able to date somebody that never believed in your crafts? How? Like, how on earth you are still begging somebody that said your crafts is not generating money, you should quit it, go do fraud, and you're begging her to stay with you? That's not me. That's not possible. Like, I can't stay with a naysayer. I can't stay with you. I'm growing this podcast, and somebody comes to tell me, you know what, if you are doing too much, you are not even having a right setup, you are not doing this, you're not doing that, I don't think this is going to be a good idea, you have to stop. I'm going to block the person. If that person is trying to say some things, I'm just not going to, like, there are things I would just not going to share with that person anymore. It's not possible. So I kept thinking, like, what's the definition of a class? Because for me, I think being in a class is being in the right mindset. That's what I feel. I believe that if you could be in the best of outfits, like you have the best brands on, the Chanel, the Louis Vuitton, everything going on for you with your clothing, your makeup, your hair, your shoes, your nails, everything going on for you. But your self-confidence, what do you believe you are? Who are you inside? I'm saying this because I'm a photographer. I have photographed a lot of beautiful ladies that look so stunning. That came into my studio and I said, oh my goodness, you look so beautiful. And they're like, no, it's a lie, Eve. I'm like, and guess what that did to me? It took me a whole lot of time to be able to actually get the right picture. So I'm going to have them in the studio for like more. I'm supposed to have them like 5 minutes because they're just going for 2 or 1 picture. And I end up taking them for like 10-30 minutes. Because what I'm looking for, I have not seen it. I have to convince them that, you know what, your picture, it's just imagine your picture is going to be on the billboard. And when I say that, they are like, oh my God, are you serious, Eve? Yes, that's who you are. That's you. Well, sometimes they have like, I'm supposed to shoot with this outfit. But my when I was going to my skincare, it's actually stained my shirt. So, and I'm like, I don't have another thing to change into. I'm doing with this. I'm sorry. So that doesn't make me classless. No. So if you think that, for me, I think if you think you're going through a certain condition right now and you can afford some certain things, and that makes you think you are a low life, you are a has help or something, I just think you can be my circle. I just think we can be friends. I just think we can be rolling, let alone we being partner. We can be partner. It's not possible, because that is what you classify yourself. So if you classify yourself like that, it's possibly what you see me to. So we can be in the same environment. So I have a problem with people who think they are not in a certain class. So the question is that even when you belong to a class, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts position? What's the thoughts? What's your class and your thinking? Because most times we talk ourselves so down because we believe we don't have some certain things, so we think we are classless. No, like heck no, like heck no. The fact that you're not actually riding a particular kind of car, or you're not friends with certain people, doesn't mean you're classless. No, you're classy. You're actually classy. See, I so much believe in myself that somebody was telling me something the other day. Somebody said to me, she said, "If you so luxury." So when she said that word, I didn't say anything, because I wanted her to expatiate on what she meant by luxury. She said, "You're so luxury. You talk so expensively. You talk like you are from a very wealthy home. You speak like you have everything figured out for yourself. You have all the money. You have all of this. I don't even have a car. I'm sorry. I don't even have a car. I don't even have a house to myself." But so she was saying all of those things. You have a lot of this. You have a lot of that. You speak so luxury, and all of that. It seems like you're born in luxury. And then she goes on to say, "I was not born in so and so environment. I was born in so and so environment." She was defining her environment for me. And I said, actually, you being luxury is actually not the fact that you were born in a certain environment. No. My pastor will always say something. He said you are a generation, you are an improvement of the former generation. So the fact, for example, I was born in a low life environment where drugs, where people didn't want to do the best out of themselves, where people saw themselves as nothing, where poverty was the order of the day, where everything wasn't just working out for everybody, but everybody were comfortable. The fact that I was born in such an environment doesn't mean I should remain in such environment. No way, never. That's not where I want to be. That's not what I see. That's not what my possibility. That's not what I want to see. Even with what I'm seeing right now, what's in front of me is not where I want to be. I refuse to see it. I'm always just going to see where I'm going to. So that's actually, when she said I'm luxury, I was very happy. I'm like, okay, if she can feel it, it means I am working in luxury already. That's on a period. That's me being in a class. So if I'm thinking that I'm not in certain kind of group of people, or I'm not wearing kind of certain brands, that doesn't mean, that means I'm not in a class. No, it's not possible. You are a class of yourself. You are a class where you actually pull yourself. Where you pull yourself is the class where you belong to. That's the truth. So if you put yourself in the class of you're not good enough, that's where you belong. If you put yourself in the class of where you are in the low life, that's where you belong. If you put yourself in the class of where poverty is the order of the day, that's where you belong. If you put yourself in the class of everybody that comes my way, they're not supporting me, that's where you belong. But if you put yourself in a class of possibility, a class of joy, a class of love, a class of prosperity, a class of I'm not there yet, but I'm going there, that's where you belong. So I need you to treat yourself where you want to be. Like, we're not faking it till we make it. We are faithing it, like FAITH. We faith it till we make it. We're not faking it. But you have to put yourself in the right class. You have to see possibility beyond where you are. You have to take yourself out of the people. Like, how do you date somebody that doesn't even believe in you? Like, that's the question. That's what I'm asking. Like, how? What's the connection? You don't believe in me, so what are we doing together? Why are we together? Like, on earth, why? No, we can't be. It's not possible. So I'm saying to you today, please put yourself in the right class. Take yourself out of the class of I'm not good enough. Take yourself out of the class of mediocrity. Take yourself out of the class of low life, low self-esteem, procrastination, depression, lies, unforgiveness, circles. Take yourself out of such circles. Pull yourself out of the clique that you put yourself by yourself, and take yourself into where you want to belong. Like, start it. This is the first quarter. It's already gone. So put yourself where you want to be. Put yourself where you think you're supposed to be. So where do you think you're supposed to be? Stop making yourself like you are classless because you're not belonging to certain community. No, you are the community. Like you when you start doing the thing, people are going to be attracted to you. But you have to see yourself like that first. You are classy, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are prosperous, everything is going out well for you. You have the best relationship, you love yourself enough, you're good enough, that job is coming for you, that like you starting that podcast, you're getting it, like everything is falling in place for you. That's how you're supposed to be seeing yourself. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to be seeing yourself. So I want you to go to the comment section and say, I'm classy. Like, I am classy. If it's classy, if it's beautiful, if it's amazing. Like, I said I was going to start a podcast and I started it. So I'm classy. I have 10 subscribers. I am classy. I did my makeup like this and I showed up. I am classy. I am happy. My bank account is not heavy. It's not even heavy. I am classy. So what makes you classy? Like, I'm asking you, what makes you classy? I hope this podcast encourages you to put yourself where you think you actually belong to, not where the society want to put you, where the wrong person want to put you. Pull yourself out of it and put yourself where you ought to be by yourself, right? Yeah, I am cheering you up, and I hope you get to watch this, and I hope you get to subscribe. Like, I don't talk about subscribing actually, but I see big creators, like they're so big, there are millions of subscribers and views. They hit the subscribe, hit the subscribe button, see, this podcast is not going to go, and it's going somewhere because you are here. So I need you to please subscribe. I need you to please like it. I need you to please support this beautiful dancer, Talk with Eve. I need you to please drop a comment, and I'm so glad. Thank you so much because you were here, you showed up, you watched up to this time. Thank you so much. I love and celebrate you. Have an amazing time. Have an amazing week.